And here we are again, my friends, and now it's a Friday. Oh, look at those big eyes. Yeah, it's Friday, thank goodness. And today is brought to you by that friggin' guy from Hamilton. Bart, cheers. Thanks for the subject. And it is recreational versus medical. Can't we all just get along? Aren't we all on the same page? It's a great discussion to start. It's something that's near and dear to my heart. Are we the same? No. And I want to speak to that. I want to give you a bit of history of me. I have smoked pot or used cannabis since I was 11, since 1972. But most of the time, even though it was helping me with some ailments, I never realized that. I was using it recreationally. I was using it to enjoy the day and get away from the stress. That's my old band when I was young. To get away from the stress of the day and just to socialize with friends. Throughout my life, I sometimes had, 6 months or a year here and there where I just wouldn't bother with it. And then late in life, as my body started hurting more and more, even though there was a big part of me that just didn't believe the medical side of cannabis. I thought this is just something for getting high. But because we in Canada have had medical cannabis since the 80s, I finally decided a few years ago to work on getting into it. But once I did, I realized what a difference there is between using it medically and using it recreationally. Once I started concentrating on the medical side of it, I started finding solutions to my problems, ways to take it to decrease pain and everything else, and I looked at this plant differently than I did when I was fully recreational. So the reason I gave that story is to show that there really is two distinct sides of it. Yet, I have had some people say, and I tend to agree, that if you're using it at all, you're using it medically because you're using it to feel better. So that's another side of it. But can't we all just get along? I think the reason Bart, that friggin' guy from Hamilton, brought this up is because here we are now with two distinct paths in Canada, a recreational side that's coming, a medical side that's already here but broken. And while I spend most of my time fighting and trying to improve the medical side, I have supported the recreational legalization. But I do realize that my focus has been medical. And often I get people that their focus is recreational, and maybe they don't even understand fully or completely, like I didn't, how medical this plant is. So they see us, some recreational smokers see us medical people as somebody taking advantage of a loophole to get legal. And maybe a few do, but most don't. I deal with sick people every single day online. I talk with sick people all day long. And this plant does wonders for them. The thing that's really hurting them is the system that we've got to take it under. And so can't we all just get along? I hope we can. I hope that here in Canada and in the US we can realize that these two streams of cannabis, the recreational and the medical, are similar and maybe even the same stream. We need to change things, but we need to do it together, because if we don't band with the recreational people, if us medical people don't help the rec people, then we're hurting ourselves. Because with the changes that are coming to rec, will create changes for the better for medical. Really important that we work together. So, are we the same? Not really, but we're different, like an apple is different to an orange, but they're both still fruit and both still sweet and both still provide the same sort of nutrition to the body and the mind. That's cannabis. So, my friends, if you band together with your friends, regardless of their reason for the plant, and even those of you who don't care about the plant, maybe you don't smoke it, maybe you never will, but I hazard a guess that you believe in freedom. We're moving towards a move for freedom, so help us with it. Peace and cheers, friends. Love and harmony. There'll be more to come. Happy Friday.